Hello there, Stephanie Kammerman, the Stock Whisperer, here with this week's Dark Pool Weekly Whisper for March 11th. But before we get to this week's hot stocks, wow, what a week we had last week. March 4th's Whispers had 161% gains, much better than the week before, right? Yeah, the market moved 108 of my targets hit. That's like record breaking. So hope you guys got some of these. I've highlighted all the really big winners. FCX, that's one I took in the room. Also was short the Russell and the SPY and the Java Pit this week. XOP, 7% gains. The short on RF, 6%. AMD, I know Robert in the room loved that. He rocked that, 11% gains. Short on MU, 11%. American Airlines, I was in that one. Can't get them all, but I definitely got quite a few of these this week. ACB, wow, 10% move to the upside. The short on GE and GT. Patience on that one, okay? I had somebody send me on Twitter a message. I thought this was going to move, those big prints. Well, it took a couple days, but holy cow, that thing, 10%. Over 10% gains to the short side. So follow the prints. These are the guys that are definitely moving the market, moving these stocks. So what do we got this week? Well, let me tell you guys, this was a hard week for me. Normally I do this really quick. This took me all day. I've been at this since 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's now almost 3 o'clock on Saturday. And we got a situation going on this week. So we've moved down a lot. We're really far from the 8 exponential moving average. That's my big moving average for the trend. And the further away we get from that, the higher the risk that it might retrace back up to it before moving down again, or retrace back up to it and then eventually move above it, creating a bullish trend. Because a lot of the stocks are right now below it, right? So we're kind of in the middle of nowhere, and this is tough. So the prints were mostly sell prints, and they were from all the way at the top. So normally we like to be bullish above, bearish below, but it's a very far distance from those prints. I had to be a little bit creative this week. So a lot of the trades are going to be retracements back to the 8, or if we're close enough, it'll be above it. Okay, so let's start with the SPY. The SPY this week, 275, really big. $5 increments are always big and strong. So if we can break above that, we're talking about a retracement trade at first, all the way to the 8, which is about 277. However, if it can't muster enough strength up there and starts to turn down, we're going to be bearish below 272.50, and I put in the biggest. These are all older dark pool levels, all right, for the SPY. We don't have anything really big that's close to it. We had some up here, but remember we were bearish below it, and we did move down. So let's go to the Russell. Yeah, this one I was tweeting about, you guys. We had that big level on the IWM. And if you recall, right, we were bearish 156.73. That's a new fresh level. And as soon as we went below that level, that was when you wanted to go short. So I was definitely sending out tons of push notifications, letting you guys know that I was bearish. We're below the big level. That means go short or get out of your longs, put some protection on. Yeah, that was a biggie. So this week, we're going to be bullish above 152, and we're going to be bearish below 151. But again, just not crazy about the placement. I could see a move down to 150. That's a really big support for the IWM. We had big prints on IWF. This is the iShares Russell 1000 ETF. It's a growth ETF. And we don't get big prints on this every week, so that's why it's on the Whisper. So we're going to be bullish above 146 and bearish below 144. We'll move to the QQQs. And again, it may not be an easy week. We'll see how Monday goes. I'll definitely know after Monday if it's going to be easy or not. You know what's going to be easy? If we were to go down That's the path of least resistance. Okay, but if we do, again, trudge upwards, it could get dicey, so we'll see. But I'll definitely be helping you along all week with the levels. QQQ, going to be bullish above 171.50 and bearish below 169.50. And let's see, the DIA will be bullish above 253 and bearish below 251.25. Now we did get a big monster print on VXXB. It was actually a late sell print when it came in because the VIX was already trading down, and it was like, oh, by the way, we sold up here, guys, at 34.50. I'm sorry, at 34.26 was the print. Okay, and that's when it was all the way down, way below it. So we're just going to use that level as a marker. Okay, if we do break above 34.26, that's going to be bullish for fear, usually bearish for the market. But we will be bullish above 34.50 and bearish below 32.50. So it could retrace back down, but we'll see if it holds there, bounces up. But that's definitely a big print level. Let's go to gold. So gold, you guys, we hit a very big level on the gold futures. We hit 1,300. In fact, let me just open up this slide for you so you can see. Yeah, this is a really key level on gold. We came down to this support line, bounced off, okay? So this 1,300, if we can close above there, even above about 13, let's say 06 area, if we close above there, that's going to be very bullish. However, if we pull down and break below 1280, look out below. Okay, I could see a move all the way down to 1250 if we break that. So this is really key. Let me just go to gold for you. Yeah, we had some prints this week. And this week we're going to be bullish above 123 for GLD and bearish below 122. But GDX, yeah, GDX had big prints, massive. Don't pay attention to market on close prints, but we got one that you really couldn't ignore. 16 million at 21.85. That is such a key level. If we do go below that, that would be bearish. But we could have a bit of a splash here. So I'm going to be bullish above 22.50 and bearish below really 21.50 is a key level. We came down there quite a bit, but I will start to turn bearish below that print level for sure. So a lot of times, what you'll see me do if you're in my room is I'll dip a toe in if it breaks below 21.80, and then if it breaks below 21.50, I dip both feet in, okay? Jumping in on the short side, but bullish above 22.50. And again, watch that 1,300, 1,306 area, and especially on a weekly candle, if we close above that, then that's going to be bullish. So a lot of things that I'm watching there. GG, that's another stock for gold. GG this week, we're going to be bullish above 11 and bearish below 10.50. FCX, this was my baby this week. Love this stock. When we get prints on this, we all have our favorites. Freeport is mine, but I don't trade it if it doesn't have prints. That's a mistake that a lot of traders make is, you love a stock and you just want to trade it every day. Don't do it. Only trade it when it lines up perfectly. And so we had that massive print up here at 13.23. This is when we started to go short. This was incredible. Made my last 2 weeks because of FCX. Just kept rolling it down the hill until it found support here at this 11.75 area and pushed up. So we could, go up and then retrace back down again, or we could not go up too much and just kind of start to fall down. But if we do go below 11.75, I'm going to short it again. 11.50 is going to be my next target, and so forth. So we'll see, and we'll see what prints come in as well. X, we don't get too many prints on this, but we did get a big one this week at $20.13. So I'll be bullish if it does go above that. I don't expect it, but if it does, you never know. This market's crazy. Bullish above 2020. Bearish below 1875. That's a lower trend line. All right, if we break below that, that's when it's going to get ugly really quickly. All right, let's move on to the next sector, oil. Yeah, oil, let me just see if I got a slide for you for the oil futures, 54.58. Those are really key levels for oil futures. Yeah, we've had resistance at 58. So if we can break above that, we will most likely go all the way up to 59, 50, 60 area, possibly even the top of this trend line right here. However, 54, big level. If we break below that, especially look out below, actually 55. Yeah, I'd be bearish below 55, but 54 definitely we would have a big move down for oil. So I'm always watching the oil futures because I do like to trade oil. This week we have a lot of stocks to watch. So USO, we did have prints near that 12 level. So if we were to break above that, I would turn bullish again on this. And bearish below 1135. 1136 is an old print from January, and we do love old prints. 2 million, that was a big one. So if we broke below that level, I would turn bearish. And it's always about a level. I don't take a trade until it breaks one of my levels. There's a reason for them. So MRO, this week I'm bullish above 1703. And I'm going to be bearish below 16. We did have a high volume candle on Friday. So a lot of times I like to use that. So I would be bearish below that. And of course, we did have prints going up to 17. So that's why 1703. Yeah, so a lot of stocks are just not in a great position. And that happens. So we'll see. SLB, now this one is very interesting, you guys. This has a island gap. Yeah, it's a bearish island gap. And I'm going to show you that it gapped here, okay, and then it gapped again the same spot. Whenever you have that, that's a very bearish pattern. And it's rare, it doesn't happen too often. And what you do is you measure from the top here to the bottom before the gap, and it usually has the same move down. All right, and we have prints on this as well on SLB. We had a big mama print, 500,000 at 41.24. So watch this one. This one's definitely on my radar. I'm going to be bearish below 40.75, and I'm going to be bullish only if it can break above 41.50. But it'll be a retracement trade. Maybe it'll fill that side of the island gap. I don't know, but this definitely one to watch. All right, let's move to the next one. What do we got? Oh, we got XOG. Ooh, this one had really big prints. Looks like it's going out of business. Yeah, we had very big prints at 382, 370. I'm only going to be bullish above 4, but I will be bearish below 350. And XOP, this was a huge winner from last week's Whisper. This week only bullish above 30 and bearish below 27.75. ECA does have a dividend on the 14th, so be careful if you're doing options on that. Bullish above 720 and bearish below 650. Duke had an unusual print. Yeah, I like Duke. Duke seasonality is very bullish. Let me see if I can find that chart for you. Yeah, check this out. I don't just go by seasonality alone, but this looks really good. See, March normally rips all the way up until May. But I like to obviously trade on the prints. So is this ready to rip? Yeah, it's in a wedge. It's definitely stuck in that wedge, and we had a big print on it. 89.60. So bullish above 90.50. Okay, if it can break, we did kind of up thrust there. You see that? Yeah, if it can close strong, especially above that wick, but 90.50 key level to enter. And if it can close above that, we're good to go. I love it. So we'll see where that goes. I would be bearish though if it closed below 89.50. Don't just trade on seasonality alone. The prints never lie. Don't fight the tape. Seasonality, it's great. It's a great pattern. It means that over the last, that's actually only 5 years on that chart. Over the last 5 years, this is what this stock has normally done. Doesn't mean it's going to do it this year, but if you have the prints and seasonality working in your favor, you have a really strong trade. So we got D, Dominion Energy, also had an unusual print. Bullish above 76 and bearish below 75. And you guys, be careful on this guy. It's crazy. But we did have some unusual prints going on. So bullish above 37.50, bearish below 35. I like to trade UNG. It's much calmer. Yeah, so I would be bullish above, I'll put this in there, 25.50. Let me just change this. Yeah, bullish above 25.50 and bearish below 25. And let me just write that in here. Oops. Bullish above 25.50 and bearish below 25. All right, I would definitely use a 25 target. So actually, let me just do that while I'm here. You didn't give me a target. I'm going to give you a target. 25.75, 25.87. I'm going to do that. And then I'll do 26 because the last eighth sometimes is the hardest. Have you guys noticed that? Yeah, but they take it right to the last eighth, 0.87. Then they rip it down to about 60 cents. And then they bring it back up and they'll hit the 26 area. Yeah, so I always get out the last eighth. Even if my targets are like 26, get out the last eighth. Always do. Get out into strength. So on the downside, target 25.75, 24.50. Okay, and let's go to the next one. We will go to XLF. Yeah, this thing totally collapsed, but we have this big green candle. So are we retracing back to resistance? Could be, yeah. So we're going to be bullish above 26.25 though. This one, I want to be bullish above the 8 exponential moving average. We're going to be bearish below 25.75. If it starts to come down again, yeah, we're below massive prints. So that's why we really have to get new fresh prints or climb above where they were selling for me to turn bullish. AIG also had a big print at 43.39. So bullish above 43.50. And bearish below 41. BAC, finally, this has been so frustrating for so many of my traders for weeks, and it finally made a move. I hung in there, took some really good profit on Friday, but it killed me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This one, and I love this stock. This is amazing. I've done so well over the years, but I gotta tell you, yeah, rounded tops are the hardest things to trade. Yep, you know why? Because they make it look like they're going to go up, and then they don't, and it just kind of keeps doing this. Okay, this is not good. It's a crown. It's not good to trade that. This is the best. When it finally started to move down, fit my criteria perfectly, closing below the prints, weak, and was an unbelievable short finally. But I'm going to tell you, I took pain. A lot of my traders did, but it finally worked out. So awesome for those of you that stuck through on this and didn't give up. So this week, BAC going to be bullish above 29, and I'm going to be bearish below 28.37. All right, we did have a print on Friday at 28.46. And I don't know if we're splashing right now, but if we can stay above that, then perhaps, yep, could be buying. But again, I'd really like it to break above the 8 because we did have a massive 7.5 million, and that trumps this baby print at that 28.99 level. So I'd want it to break above, and then we'd be ready to go up. If not, I could see this gap fill coming. All right, there is a big gap, so we'll see. Let's go on to the next. Wells Fargo had a print at 50. Bullish above if it can go back up there. Bearish below 49.50. Okay, let's switch to tech. Technology. Apple, bullish above 175. Bearish below 170. XLK, this is a great short. This week, we're going to be bullish above 70.50 this week and bearish below 69.50. Intel, we're going to be bullish above 53, bearish below 52. HP, we're going to be bullish above 16, and I know it's far away, but I want it to really break above there, and we're going to be bearish below 15.50. Yeah, the gravitational pull is to the downside, but you know when it hits this 50 simple moving average, the red line, there's going to be buyers there the second time, less buyers, and it'll fall through if it does attempt it again. So let's go to NXPI. Semiconductor, yeah, rare print on this one. We're going to be bullish above 93.75 and bearish below 91.25. Cisco had a big print and an upthrust. You see this upthrust at 51.50? Yeah, high volume upthrust. And yeah, so that's bearish. If we go below 50.75, I'm bearish below that. Only bullish above 51.50. Then we got Qualcomm. Qualcomm this week only bullish above 55, and I'm going to be bearish below 53. We did break down out of this upward trend that we had been having. So really key is that 53 level to watch. All right, let's go to emerging markets. Let me just scroll here. Okay, emerging markets are huge, huge prints. So we're going to be bullish above 41.75 for EWZ. That's Brazil. And bearish below 41. VWO, we're going to be bullish above 41.75. Tons of prints on VWO. And we're going to be bearish below 41. Now, VWO is really just, it's like EEM, Brazil, Russia, India, China. Really massive prints. We gap down, and the question is, right, are we going to fill in the gap, or are we going to move lower? So it's again in a tough spot, but it did have very big prints. China, FXI, great short off those recent prints, again, stuck in the middle of nowhere. So I will be bullish above 43 for a retracement trade, back up to resistance, but I'll be bearish below 42.50. Now, EWJ, bullish above 53.52, bearish below 53. Unusual prints coming in this week for Japan. So watch this. It's not every day we get that. And you can see a lot of heavy volume. So definitely keep an eye on that. And of course, EEM. In the middle of nowhere, pretty big prints, bullish above 42, bearish below 41.50. All right, let's go to our miscellaneous stocks. Acb Aurora Cannabis. This was a huge winner in my trading room this week. This week, we're going to be bullish above 8 and bearish below 720. In fact, let me just... I was going to bold this. Okay. BSX. Yeah, I like this one. Unusual prints came in this week. Bullish above 40.25. Bearish below 39. CVS. Wow. Remember this one from the week before? Was one in my whisper. Tons of prints. Yeah, I came rolling down the hill. Looked like some buyers were coming in on Friday. So but we did have sell prints at 55.09 and 55. So I'm going to be bullish if it can break above 53.75, but bearish below 52. If it can't hold that level, that is going to be bearish. Let's check out Ford. Yeah, Ford had really big prints coming in. We're going to be bullish only above 880, bearish below 837. GE, bullish above 10 and bearish below 925. Just going to bold this one too. Lilly. Guys trade Lilly. Holy cow, there were so many. I've never seen so many prints on Lilly than I have in the past couple weeks. It's been ridiculous. Okay, so I only put the biggest ones here, but just know there were so many more. But these are the big guys at 126.60, 126.74. We're going to be bullish above 127.50, and we're going to be bearish below 125. Yeah, I love it because it's close to the 8. So there's room to go on both sides. So we'll see what happens. Love that a big print. Unusual, we don't get too many. Bullish above 52.50 and bearish below 51.50 for love. Merck had big prints too. Bullish above 80.50 and bearish below 79. Excuse me, just gonna grab some water. The New York Times had a big print. Yeah, very rare and unusual, so expect a big move soon. Bullish above 33.50 and bearish below 33. This is a million share print at 33.23. Then we got PCG. Yeah, big print came in on this guy. We're going to be bullish above 19.50 and bearish below 18. Okay, the print came in at 18.18, so we are well above it, but the next level is 19.50 above us. Starbucks, yeah, this one, wow, took us for a ride. Working really well. A lot of us strangled this in the pit, made a little bit of money on the long side, lost a little bit though, it just didn't go, but now we're making money on the short side. It's so crazy. When you can make money on both sides of a strangle, you know this market's crazy. So this week we're going to be bearish below 69. I'm only going to be bullish above 71. And again, that's 72. They were selling there twice. They were selling there here and they were selling again. So it would really have to close above that for me to just go in with both feet on the long side. Right now I'm short. So we have, that's it, you guys. That's it. Starbucks is the last one. So until next time, happy trading, guys.
That's my secret.